What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing fantastic. I'm Anthony. On today's video, we are going to bring back one of my absolute favorite segments, that is the honest review. And today, it's going to be on the Zero Foxtrot Packable rain shell that I'm wearing right now. That's right, we are going to do an honest review. I haven't done one of these in a while, but if you haven't seen this segment before, keep in mind my honest reviews. The reason why I call them honest is because there is absolutely zero bias. The companies are not paying me for this review. They did not give me a coupon code. I do not get any kind of kickback on the backside. This is literally me going online, finding a product that I think I might want to buy, buying it, and doing my own review over the course of about a year, because I try to do about a year's worth of testing before I even put a review on YouTube. So the companies have zero idea I'm doing this review, and this is basically just one consumer doing a review for another consumer. So just like always, I'm going to give you 5 pros and 5 cons of this product so you can make the decision if you want to buy this for yourself. Okay, so first things first, I got to talk about the product itself as to why I bought it in the first place. This is it's called a Packable rain shell by Zero Foxtrot, and the reason that brought me across this, and why I was looking for it in the first place, is I wanted to find a product that would give me the ability to go outside and continue doing the chores that I needed to do, because I have a farm. You know, I have livestock. I have to be able to come outside and feed them during inclement weather, or if a tree goes down, I gotta be able to cut the tree up during inclement weather, things like that. You know, you can't always wait for it to stop raining for you to do things. So I wanted to find rain gear that wasn't beyond hot, because I think everybody knows the old polypropylene or whatever, the rubberized suits, like the yellow rain jackets that basically hold in all your stink, hold in all the moisture. So they are basically waterproof, so you can throw a big bucket of water on somebody and nothing's going to get in. The problem with that is they are not breathable whatsoever, okay? They are very hot, especially in the southeast like I do. You need to have something with a breathable layer. So that's why I want to go online and look for something that was somewhat breathable but still water resistant or water repellent. So that's what brought me to this company right here. They promise to do that with this jacket. So going to lead me perfectly into the pros list. All right, the number 1 pro is this product works exactly as advertised. I can't tell you how many times I've bought something that promises something but leaves you to be less, happy as time goes on, because it doesn't actually work the way they advertise it. This thing actually does work. It is not waterproof, okay? You can't zip this thing up and go stand in a creek or a lake or something and expect not to get water under there. You can't have somebody come at you with like a fire hose and spray it and expect to be completely dry. But I have worn this in pretty good rains with wind driving it, and my clothes stay dry underneath, which is a very good thing. So for somebody who is outdoorsy like myself, who likes to go outside during inclement weather, because again, I have a farm, I also like to go mushroom hunting, hiking, whatever, especially here in the southeast where we have these random spring rains that pop up. I'm not going to go and seek shelter unless there is a lightning storm coming. So if it's just rain, I'm still going to go outside and want to go outside and do what I need to do. So having a rain layer that actually functions the way it's supposed to is pretty good. All right, so number 2, this thing runs pretty much true to size. I can't tell you how frustrating it is when you buy something online using the size that you normally wear, because I usually regularly wear a 2XL because I'm 6'4", 235 pounds. So I usually run about a 2X. So it's very nice to be able to buy a 2X online and it fits the way it's supposed to. A lot of my hunting gear has to be an XL, and sometimes when I buy things from random stores, it's a 3X, because I want to make sure my sleeves or shoulders have enough so I can move like this. Well, this is a 2X and it fits me perfectly, okay? So it goes down to the sleeve perfectly, it fits my shoulders perfectly, and it's actually baggy enough because it's a rain shell, so where if it's cold outside and I need to wear a long sleeve or a hoodie or a jacket, I can still throw this over the jacket, go outside and get what needs to get done, so I can wear this through all seasons, to which I have. It's gonna bring me to number 3. This is packable. When I say packable, it fits in its own pocket, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Let me show you what that looks like. That's going to lead me into number 4. The construction of this is actually done quite well, quite thorough. Let me show you just a little example of the sleeve right here. You see the seam, how they normally would do just one seam, and then, you know, when they flip it inside out, just do one seam. Well, they did a double stitch here, and that double stitch really helps with the water resistance, because even during a drying rain, the water doesn't get inside. Not to mention, the Velcro seems to be somewhat quality, but the zippers, the zipper is really quality, okay? I know a lot of times you get these little flimsy zippers. This one feels pretty secure. Haven't had any issues with it throughout the year that I've owned it. And just a really strong quality zipper system, so I had to make sure I mentioned that. And that's going to bring me to my 5th and final pro. Okay, this one is very important. It's comfortable. Okay, I know that's kind of whatever, but comfort is important, especially when you're buying a product. And when you're buying rain gear, a lot of times it can get hot, sticky, and it's just very generally uncomfortable, and you can't wait till you can take it off, okay? This one, because it is breathable and because it feels the way it does and fits the way it does, I can wear this thing all day, to which I do, especially in this last week. It has been raining almost non-stop, off and on, and it's been very cool, okay, between 40 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't think we've actually reached 50 in a week. But yeah, it's been pretty cold outside and rainy. So when I can wear this, stay dry, and I'm comfortable quite literally all day, that should be saying something. It is a very comfortable jacket, which is why it makes the list. Okay, so now we are going to get on to everybody's favorite side, the stuff that they're not going to advertise on the website or basically anywhere that's trying to sell you the things. This is going to be the stuff that I found throughout the course of the year of owning this that I do not like, okay? And so number 1, the main thing, one of the main things that I do not like is the hood seems to be just a tad bit too big. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to take my hat off. All right, see, I know when you have rain gear, you're supposed to have a hood that brings the water down, but you see this? I shouldn't have to do this every time to see, all right? I should be able to walk outside when I'm walking the dog or doing whatever and see forward. It's just like 2 inches too big to where I can't see, which is why I wear a hat, because when I wear a hat, I don't have to worry about that problem anymore. But if I'm not wearing a hat, say I grab this to put on so I can take the dog out, I have to constantly play the game to try to be able to see, because that hood just comes down just a little bit too far for me, and it kind of annoys me. And that's going to bring me to my number 2 con. It's a perfect segue. The hood, when you cinch it down, watch this. Okay? If I take my hat off, I put my hood on, oh, we got to drive in the rain, I got to cinch it down. Yeah, this is less than useless right here. I can't see anything. There's really no point of cinching down around my mouth and chin. It should be like this. But it's down here. So that is another thing I don't like. There's no point in cinching it down because I can't see anything. So the number 3 thing is going to be it's a gripe. It finds a way on the con list. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it's something that I have to make sure I mention if you want to order this for, let's say, a present or a gift or something. Now, full disclosure, I ordered this on December 2nd, 2024. So I got it, I want to say it was Cyber Monday sale. Or at least a Black Friday sale of something. So I fully anticipated to have a little bit of a wait when it came to having my stuff come to the door. You know, obviously it's Christmas season, everything's going to be very busy, so I fully anticipated a wait. I did not anticipate it to take almost a full 3 weeks to get it. I ordered it on December 2nd, which was a Monday, and it didn't even ship out until December 18th. And I got it 2 days before Christmas. Now again, this was for myself. This was something that I needed. So it wasn't like a Christmas gift, but it's just something to be said that if it takes 16 days to even ship something, that's kind of a problem. And that's why I wanted to make sure I mentioned it, because if you wanted to order this for, say, someone's birthday or Christmas gift next week, you gotta think in advance, because it's not gonna come quickly. And that brings me to number 4. One of the reasons why I think it didn't come quickly is, check this out. Go ahead and take it off. When you look at this actually very well made product, You look at the tag. What does that say? Right there at the bottom. Produced in China. So the chances are it was probably ordered and it's run through a intermediary, like the company just sells and everything's shipped directly from a factory, say overseas. They don't actually keep product stateside. I don't know that for a fact. It's just speculation as to why it took so long. But the problem I have, and the reason why I makes my cons list, I really don't have a problem buying something from China. I really don't. Like, especially if the money, if the price point's correct and it seems to be a decent product, I'll order from China. I'll hold my nose and order. It's not that big of a deal. But I would like to at least be warned or told I'm ordering something from China. When you go on the website, you can look all over and the specifications and the product details. And nowhere does it say made in China. It doesn't say anything like that. So when you're online and you're looking at it, you're thinking, okay, Zero Foxtrot, pretty hardcore company. I'm probably ordering something that was made in the United States or at least Canada or something. No. It is not made in Canada. It is not made in the United States. It is made in China, and you don't find that out until after you buy the product and you look on the tag. So that kind of irked me, hence why it makes this list. And that's going to bring me to my fifth and final con. When I bought this product, this is the price I paid for it. As you see, I did get free shipping, and I got, obviously my taxes involved, which left me out the door with about $75, which is expensive, but it's not too bad, especially when you price shop and compare with other products that are the same quality. So that's what I bought it for quite literally 1 year ago. Today is what, December 6th, 2025, so a year and 4 days. I went on the website and looked again today, and this is what the price is as of today. It is a huge jump, okay? Now, I know this is probably a regular price thing, whatever, so that's probably why it costs the way it does. But I also know that companies will never sell a product for losing money, okay? If they are able to make a 40 or 50% off deal for a holiday, then they're still making a profit, and that is pretty much their profit margin, what you're seeing when they do make a mark off or mark down. So unless the thing's clearance, the companies usually are not losing money on the product. So I know for a fact that's probably their profit margin there, which makes me wonder, man, that's kind of a big jump, a big deal, about 50%. But then again, I also thought about, hey, if this thing is, like the tag says, made in China, they're probably subject to the tariffs that got put on. So I'm sure that quite a bit of that increase is tariff related. So I can't fault the company completely, but I had to make sure I mentioned that. So the price difference from what I purchased it then 1 year ago till today is a huge difference, which is why it makes the cons list. And now that's going to bring me to the very important question. Would I buy this product again? Yes, I would, but full disclosure, I would wait for a sale. So whether that be President's Day, Memorial Day, July 4th, whatever the big sales days are, Christmas time, I would wait for a sale day before I purchased it again because the price point is pretty high, or I'd at least wait till the tariff situation comes down to at least an agreement to make my call, okay? This is one of the products that is actually very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite rain gear. It actually is my favorite rain gear because it's the first thing right next to the door, so if I have to go outside in the rain, this is what I'm grabbing versus the other 30 things that I have that may be water resistant or waterproof. So that should say something if this is the first one I grab out of all of those. So definitely good product. The price point kind of, but I mean, in reality, the price point is a big deal, but everything's more expensive now, so it's kind of what you'd expect. All right, everything's gone up in price, so I'm just griping about, like, I'm basically an old guy shouting at the clouds. Well, when back in my day, things didn't used to cost this much, but the jump over 1 year is what kind of irked me. However, if you look online at places like REI, Bass Pro, or other companies, this is still one of the cheaper options. One of the more cost-effective options out there. So it's not like it's a bad deal. It's just not what I bought it for. So hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please do me a humongous favor and give this one a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you are not, and I'll catch y'all later, okay? Bye.